Hi guys, what's up? My name's Els. I woke up this morning, looked over at my bookshelf, and realized that I needed to change everything. I have another bookshelf on the other side of my room where I keep a lot of academic books and also books that I really just didn't like. And I kind of had the realization that if I really didn't like a book, why am I holding on to it, you know? So today I'm gonna do a massive bookshelf purge, and I'm also going to zhuzh up my bookshelf, move in some new books, make some room, move some things around. I'm excited. I'm a little bit apprehensive because when I redo my bookshelves, I tend to hit a wall halfway through the process and then kind of give up. So I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen today. First of all, let me explain the stacks that I have going on here. These are all books that I didn't like. These might be books that I didn't like or duplicates. These are books I think that I didn't like in my book journal. These are books to add. So we've got quite a lot to work with here. My vision for this video and for my shelves is to completely redo this shelf, possibly this shelf, and then my whole bottom shelf, you can't see it, but that's where I keep my dark romance and romance books that I didn't like. So I want to absolutely clear that out, figure out what to do with those, donate a bunch of them because so many of these books I just don't like. Let's sort through these books, figure out what I'm holding on to, and then donate the rest. Donate, 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 keep, undecided, possibly donate. Donate, 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 possibly keep, donate, 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 probably keep, duplicate, 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 keep, donate, donate, donate. And now my floor looks like this. I don't really know what comes next, honestly. I'm just gonna quickly go through the books that I pulled off my shelves and all of the books that I'm donating. Starting off with what I have of the Twisted series by Anna Huang. I'm donating Twisted Love, Twisted Games, and Twisted Lies. I didn't really like this series, but I know that it's very popular on TikTok and a lot of people speak highly of it. So I'm hoping that this finds a better home where it's more well-loved. This series used to be one of my favorites, and so it's very nostalgic for me, but I'm probably never gonna reread these, and I think it's time they find a new home. Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. This book was honestly crazy and just not really my cup of tea. Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I've actually read the sequel to this book too. I didn't really like this one, so I'm gonna donate it. Punk 57, not my cup of tea. What I Have of the Dirty Air series. I just really didn't jive with this. Lauren Asher really isn't my favorite author, and I'm probably never gonna reread these. So, The Wrong Mr. Right. I hated this book, so I'm gonna let it go. God of Pain, not my thing. Beautiful Disaster. I actually DNF'd this book about 5 pages in when the main character said, "I'm not like other girls," and then talked about how all sorority girls are sluts. So, getting rid of this one. Hated this one, so I'm giving it away. This book just really didn't speak to me, and so I'm gonna donate it. I didn't like this one. That being said, because I do have a lot of other Christina Lauren's, I might hold on to it just that I can keep all of her work together, and I can pull this for reference if I need it. Really didn't like this one. This one had a lot of weird misogynistic undertones, so I'm getting rid of this one. Absolutely riddled with typos. There's even a typo on the spine of the book. Hated this one. Was not a fan of this one. And of course, I'm donating my Colleen Hoovers as well. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, at least 24 books. Oh, there's more. And this one too. I didn't like this one. I think I'm gonna donate these two as well because they were quite weird and I didn't like them. It's a lot of books. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. There might be a few books that I end up keeping on my shelves from this because I might just need the filler, but we'll see. I think I'm going to redo this shelf first. I have a lot of books by the same authors and I want to keep them together. I just found my bid day card. I still want this to be my rom-com shelf, but I want it to be organized by author, not by color. That's the shelf done. Let's go ahead and move on to the shelf below it, which is all of my romances. And these are better sorted. I have all my Elsie Silvers together. Okay, what if I have an Elsie Silver shelf? That looks so good. I have a singular cowboy romance that is not Elsie Silver, and so I might include it on my Elsie Silver shelf just because it feels appropriate. Now I have this big empty space. I already have all of my Rebecca Yarros books together. So I'm gonna put my Mia Sheridans together next. I'm moving the Elsie Silvers back. I just couldn't do it. But I'm gonna put these 3 books on their side just to add some more visual interest. Just kidding, it's not gonna fit. Okay, so this shelf has not changed at all, actually. I just moved around the order, but I'm actually okay with that. Now I'm gonna try to fix this shelf and kind of what was this shelf and make them nicer to look at. I want my Emily Henrys to all be together and I want them to be on the rom-com shelf. I forgot about the books that I have to add, like actually add to these shelves. Shoot. Okay. I'll put my seasonal rom-coms on that shelf as well. Should I put my duplicates on that shelf? Maybe. That just looks like a bookstore now. So I'm gonna switch the side that the Emily Henrys are on, and I'm gonna move Taylor Jenkins Reid onto that shelf too. I don't like it. These 2 are rom-coms, so I'm gonna move them up. I'm actually gonna move Bride onto this shelf because it is a rom-com and it's kind of seasonal, it's kind of Halloween-y. Okay, looking different. Do I really not have any other rom-coms? I'm very confused. Lonely for You Only is probably technically a romance. I'm gonna add it to the rom-com section. Okay, I'm content with that. Let's fix this shelf again. Okay, cute. Now onto this upper corner. I think this is where I'm going to have my dark academia books, my Taylor Jenkins Reid, and books that kind of give that same vibe. Okay, I'm gonna move If We Are Villains away from the Shakespeare shelf to add it to the dark academia section. And I'm gonna add Hamnet to the Shakespeare shelf. But then what do I do with these? I just remember that I really didn't like this book, so donate. We have quite a bit of young adult fiction. I'm gonna move some of those books up there down to the bottom shelf, and then I'm gonna make the bottom shelf for dark romance and also classics that I didn't like / didn't love. JK, I'm moving my mysteries and thrillers down there. I'm gonna move these 3 books to my other shelf. Or low-key, should I just donate them? I'm gonna donate these 2. It's hard because these are 4 of my favorite books ever, and so I don't want to put them on the top shelf where they won't be seen, but I also don't know what else to do with them. I'm actually gonna switch them out with these 4. Okay, a stack of leadership books. Does it look great? Absolutely not, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna donate this one because it's been on my TBR for at least 3 years and I still have it, so. I think this is the final product for now. Let me give you a quick tour. Okay, up here we've got my Shakespeare shelf. Not much changed there except for Hamnet being swapped out for If We Are Villains. Here we've got Taylor Jenkins Reid, some classics that I've loved, and some dark academia. Here we have fantasy and dystopian. Kind of a random selection of books over there. And then we have some books that I've read for leadership, and then some young adult and other classics. Not really sure about that shelf, but it's okay. Down here we have my rom-coms, organized by author now, and then some more rom-coms. Of course, I have to have the Addicted series, and then my romance section. Okay, down here we have fashion and classics. I really didn't change anything. And then we've got some yearbooks, some random romances, and thrillers and mysteries. These are all of the books that I've decided to unhaul, plus these. Okay, and that is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. My plan is to buy another shelf within the next year, just so that I can have all of my academic books up on my shelves as well, because I do like those. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment your thoughts, questions, recommendations, and I will see you next time.